Welcome back to another episode of Front Row Cinema, a movie podcast for movie lovers by movie lovers. I am your host, TJ Trimboli, and with me, as always, my co-host, all the way from Durkistan, I got Mr. James O'Reilly.
Dude, there's like the biggest Hollywood news. This is so important. Stop the show.
Yeah, you get news all the way out in Durkistan?
Yeah. It's very sporadic. And this might even be old news at this point. But did you see that
Okay.
James Cameron is not directing Avatar 4 and 5?
I will believe that when I see it. I don't know that I'll take that one right to the bank yet, but I did read that somewhere, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, it seems like he would direct Avatar 4 and 5, but I feel like you're missing a really key piece of James Cameron lore.
I already know where you're going with that. Like, go on, go on.
Yeah. So there's like this movie James Cameron's been dying to make, according to him, and I think it's John Landau.
Oh, not John Landau anymore.
Why? What?
R.I.P. He died this year or last
Oh,
year.
really?
Yeah, I was either late last year or like early this year. He died.
Well, I know he's had quotes about it. I'm pretty sure it was him who's had some quotes about it in the past. But the two of them have spoken about how they want to make a sequel to Alita Battle Angel, which, if I
Oh,
remember correctly, Cameron was a
oh my.
producer on the
Yeah,
first movie.
yeah, he was a producer on it. If I will say, I don't hate that movie. If Mahershala Ali comes back, I'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, but you're missing the fun part of this. Like, sure, Mahershala Ali was awesome in the first Alita Battle Angel, as sporadic as his appearances were.
I don't need
But
him
like,
to do anything else other than show up and just be like, "Bring me the one they call Alita."
yeah, but Alita Battle Angel is like a forgotten movie that should not be forgotten. It was so tremendous. When that little robot girl is like, I will not stand by in the presence of evil. And then she does, like, she's like a kid who thinks he's in an anime, like outside of high school. You know what I mean? But yeah, and James Cameron's been saying that he wants to make the sequel. But you know what? You know what the big bugaboo that's been in his way is?
Yeah, $2 billion returns on Avatar.
Avatar,
It must be
yeah.
real. Yeah, what a
Like
shame.
James Cameron's literally been like, ah, my God, I can't do the things I want to do because I got to go make Avatar. Like, it's like,
It must be really hurting them.
yeah, but no, I mean, think about it. James Cameron doesn't like to get stuck in a rut, bro. He's always trying to push the envelope.
Uh,
He's made three Avatar movies now. What else can he possibly do with Avatar?
we'll have to wait and see because I'm sure when Avatar 3 comes out and makes like another $2 gajillion, like I have every inclination that he's going to come out and be like, all right, yeah, I'm doing 4.
Nah, I don't know, man.
I think so.
I think
I think
when,
he's too much of a control freak to let it go. Like that's his
yeah,
big. He's too much of a control freak to let it go. I think he's going to have to do it.
I get your point. I get your point of view. But think about this. Your buddy, your pal, your brother in arms for Alita Battle Angel 2 has just passed away, and you realize how short this time we have on this earth really is. And like, do you go chase your
Well,
passion projects just because you really like you realize that it's like you may never get another shot, you know? What about once you make 4 and 5, then you're gonna make 6 and 7. Then you're gonna make
oh God. To be fair, they only produced Alita together. They left it in the good hands of Mr. Robert Rodriguez. So
yeah,
he
but hold
honestly
on.
could just be like, listen, Robbie
This
boy,
is the
you're not
key.
doing anything. Here's the check. Go do number 2.
This is the key part of this, though. I don't think you can make Alita Battle Angel 2 unless Jim Cameron is like, I'm directing. Like, he needs to, like, big dick the studio.
I don't know.
Be like,
I think
listen,
he
how
can
many
big dick.
fucking hits did I give you with Avatar? I'm making this movie. Like,
I think he can big dick producing. No problems. I
I
think
mean, yeah.
because he's also talking at the same time about that like Ghosts of Hiroshima movie that he wants to make about like the atomic bomb going off in Japan. Because he every time he's talking about Oppenheimer, he's like, it's great, but they chicken shit it out by not showing the horror. He's like, I'm gonna show the horror. And like that's
I
just in the
mean,
wind also. And it's just like, dude, let's be real here. Like you're just gonna do Avatar. We know you're gonna do Avatar. Like don't string the people along. You look at what you're doing to poor Jim here. You're giving him hope.
Yeah, just like please, just make Alita Battle Angel 2 with James Cameron as the director. It's all I want.
I mean,
It'd be
it
such a
would be
nice
great.
Christmas if that got
I,
announced.
I would be right there with you and thinking that would be awesome. But I firmly believe that as soon as Avatar 3 makes $2 billion and they announce Avatar 4, like Cameron's gonna be like, I've already been filming for 6 months, psych.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. It feels like the reason this is coming out now is because they got to be filming like tomorrow, right? Like it feels like it's got to be soon.
Who knows? I wouldn't put it past them to already secretly be filming and them and him just like playing it close to the vest to be like, I'm just trying to be humble, but like we both know I'm gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah, but like I don't know. He's I can tell you right now that Avatar is going to make $2 billion, right? Like
Yeah.
that's not going to be like a shock. Like
Unless it makes 3 billion.
oh my God. I didn't even think of that.
That we're talking about. I mean, Jim, we're talking about records here, insane records. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the box office this weekend, but an absolutely generational run has been taking place with Zootopia 2's performance at the box office.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to say it was Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
No, I wish. Unfortunately, not here. But no, Zootopia 2 is the fourth biggest global opening weekend of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, made in it just its opening weekend, $560 million. Like
Sheesh.
made $500 million in its opening weekend. Like fucking astronomical.
Yeah, that feels like a layup too, because that first one was so popular.
Yeah. And I think they definitely made the right move by not rushing and just doing another one immediately by taking their time and like waiting 9 years and letting them build up that anticipation. Like most like big budget movies should not that you need to take 9 years, but usually, take some care to let some people like clamor for another one. Disney Star Wars, maybe you can learn a few lessons there.
Yeah, yeah. No, unfortunately, Avatar 4 needs to come out in 2028. So
Yes.
2027 even. So we can't be waiting around building up anticipation. We gotta get somebody else while James Cameron's indecisive, and then Alita Battle Angel 2 happens.
There you go. There you go. Hold strong there, Jim. It's coming to you. Hopefully one day you'll get it soon. All the way
Yeah.
out.
That is
Do,
sick
do
about
you
Zootopia though. Where do you think that finishes? Like it's gotta hit like what?
it's
I don't know,
I
even
think that
close.
movie's easily clearing at least 1.5 bill.
Beats Super Mario.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. The sky is the limit right now for that movie. It's gonna be interesting to see how the legs hold out for that, especially as we get closer into the holiday season and then Avatar does come out. Like, does its legs get cut off there in the long run? Has it made its like big like money opportunities at that point? It's gonna be very interesting to see the next few weeks play out.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely like a potential alternative to Avatar
Yeah.
in some ways. Like there's definitely some crossover there as well. Kids like 8 to 12, I'm probably taking to see Avatar instead of going to see Zootopia again, you know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. All the kids that were coming into Zootopia, every time they saw the Avatar poster, were losing their fucking minds. So
Yeah,
it's yeah,
right.
so
Exactly.
it's on the horizon. Like
Yeah.
it's in the wings. They're excited. Which
Was
just goes.
Zootopia any good?
Yeah, it's about as good as you could hope for a sequel to like
Okay.
a pretty good like Disney movie. Like it's
But what
definitely
what
definitely
I'm
worth
hearing
seeing.
is not quite as good as Doctor Dolittle too.
No, 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 definitely. Yeah, I don't know if you could
That's
really
what
touch
sounds like
Doctor
you're saying to
Dolittle
me.
too.
I don't know.
No, no, it's very entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot. Is definitely one of the better Disney animation movies that they've put out in the last couple of years. They've been very hit or miss, and this is definitely a hit that they needed.
Yeah, like a poor man's Tokyo Drift.
If that's how it does it for you, yeah, sure, totally.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you'll be able to tell us. Durka Durkistan, they get their movies what a couple of months later. Like, when do you get the hot new movies? Like, you just got Team America now that we're talking about tonight, right?
Yeah, I just saw Tokyo Drift last weekend.
Yeah, you're a little bit behind out in Durka Durkistan. But that brings us around to what the main event is tonight, Jim. What are we watching?
We're watching Team America, World Police.
That's right, the 2004 comedy, directed by Trey Parker, from a script by him, Matt Stone, and Pam Brady, and starring our titular heroes themselves, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Hilariously, Jim, here, I think this is the first time I've ever seen it. I of course have the DVD here because I'm absolutely going to have Team America, but they actually don't have a log line on the back whatsoever for this movie. There's nothing, not even a
Good.
blurb
My
or
God, I
nothing.
knew these guys were my favorites.
They knew.
Like,
They just have
please
a
save me. Just let's respect their artistic choice and not read one.
just a smackerel of special features up there, but not a single log line to be found in this movie. Because it's right there for you. They're world police, and what team are they on? America. What else do you need
Yeah,
to know? Yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's all you need to know. Now this is one where we know for certain we saw this together. We've
Yeah.
got the memory. The memory is fresh in our minds too, because Jim, this is, if I'm not mistaken, the first movie that we sneak into
I
in
bet.
our
Yeah, it was rated R,
yeah,
and it
in our
was
movie
like it
going
was
career.
infamous.
Very infamous because the front desk girl that we annoyed ad nauseum at this point at this theater didn't give heads or tails that we were sneaking into this whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I feel like she would have like not actually sold us the tickets to this one. Like she sold
Definitely
us
wouldn't have sold
tickets
us the
to
tickets, but I think she
plenty
knew
an
what.
R-rated movie.
Yeah, I think she knew what we were up to because God, who knows what we actually bought a ticket to? Whatever PG-13 nonsense was out this weekend. What were the other movies we did already? Do we buy tickets to Shall We Dance for this movie?
Possibly. It's definitely a potential thing. Do you have the ticket stub?
I do not have a ticket stub for Team America or for whatever we snuck into. So God knows what it could have been. We're just gonna have to leave it up there. But I remember Ryan's dad dropping us off to see this movie, and it was just giddy with excitement, and also worry on how we were going to do our sneak in, like because we hadn't quite perfected our method yet. So this was uncharted territory going in and
Yeah,
seeing
and
how we were
like
going to get it done.
was this like did we go opening weekend? I feel like I went the
It
weekend after.
no
Because I
no this
remember
I
hearing
believe
people in school talk about it before I actually saw it.
really I could have sworn this was opening weekend.
Maybe people went like Thursday night or something, and like they were talking about it that Friday.
Maybe, yeah, because I could have sworn like Ryan's dad dropped us off like right after school. I mean, it could have been the following weekend, but I feel like it was opening night.
I just remember like some real like Long Islandy, Levittown-y kind of guys at school, like all like cracking up about the part where he's like, "I like your bows." I like bows. Like they thought that was the funniest thing they'd ever heard. And I know at that point I hadn't seen the movie yet. You know what I mean? So like
Oh
they
yeah.
had definitely somehow saw it before I did.
Maybe. I mean, if there's one thing Long Island boys love, it's homoeroticism.
Yeah, and like just like really like crass humor. Like it
Right up.
really is their bread and butter.
Well, it's right up our alley. And I mean, it was up our alley. I remember us quoting this movie pretty much our entire childhood after we saw it.
Yeah, it's very quotable.
Yeah, it is very much a movie that has lived on in the pantheon of comedies that we would quote ad nauseum. And I'm very interested to see this box office total for this movie because I'm very curious to see if there were a lot of other people like us that we think that probably had to sneak in for this movie. So let's cue it up. Let's dive into some numbers, Jim.
Numbers, dates, numbers, numbers, dates, array, dates, numbers. Show me the money.
All right. Team America opens the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, against a $32 million budget, which is
Man,
like,
those a lot for those puppets, man.
it's astonishing. Like, because there really isn't like actors in this. Like, it's like
It's all
kind of
them.
the whole point of it is
Yeah.
that there isn't actors in it.
I guess it just really goes. It's all there on the screen. I mean, how much they pay up for those pyrotechnics, man? You think it's
I
easy
mean,
blowing up
yeah,
the Panama Canal?
I just know like I've heard quotes about like from them, like the South Park guys, about how awful this was to make. And like it
Yeah, I
feels
could
like
I
it
could
must have
imagine.
cost so much time and energy and money to do those fucking puppets.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I could imagine this would have been like an absolute just hellscape filming this. so you're paying all those puppeteers constantly, like, and if you're running over on a lot of these days, like trying to get these shots.
Right, right. And like to the point where there's some parts in the movie where like it feels like they didn't get him, but that also made it way funnier, so they just rolled with it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
could see that.
anyway, $32 million budget. It's going to open that weekend we spoke about, the 15th through the 17th.
Real
It's going to
quick.
open in third place with
Yikes.
12.1 million.
12.1 million. Just enough to get us into the number 84 spot, ahead of the absolute classic that was Taxi at 12 million, but behind Anaconda's Hunt for the Blood Orchid at 12.8.
Yeah,
Yikes.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Taxi, by the way, still in here. Taxi came out the previous week. So like it's in that like
Like the
that seems to
charts.
be kind of the range here. Team
What were
America
the
loses
totals?
to
What were the Yeah, I was just gonna ask, what were the totals for the number two and number one movie? Because I am interested in, and I wonder if either of the movies at number two and one maybe could have saw a quite bump because of people not being old enough to buy tickets for this and would buy for other movies and then sneak in.
yeah, maybe. I mean, so Shark Tale, weekend three of Shark Tale's in first with 22 million.
It's definitely what we probably bought tickets for. It was Shark Tale.
Yeah, it sounds about right actually. And then there's week in second place, weekend two of Friday Night Lights. So both movies we've done before. Friday Night Lights beats Team America by like hundred, not even like $80,000 or something like that. Like it's pretty neck and
Ooh,
neck.
neck
Twelve
and neck.
point
So
two
maybe,
million.
so it's entire. Maybe that one. It's possible. It might not be as big as we're thinking, but like I could definitely see it being a factor.
Yeah, I could see it being a factor. I guess. Like I get what you're saying. Like we would have just bought tickets to something else and then went and saw it, and we probably weren't the only ones who came up with that. Still the king of the openers this weekend. This is our last movie that we're doing in this week.
Oh,
We
nice. So
already,
at the end, we get to pick a whole new weekend. I'm very excited. I always love that when we get to go to the next weekend and we chart out what we're doing.
yeah. This has been a very, I don't know, this hasn't quite lived up to the hype that Indigenous Peoples Day weekend was, in my opinion. But
Definitely
um,
a come down for the third week of October.
yeah, and we didn't even watch Raise Your Voice, so like, and that was
I think we really
like,
I
just
think this
imagine how lopsided it would have been
yeah
if that was in the mix.
I think we really skated by after the final cut. I think we made the right decision here.
Yeah, the final cut was pretty tough. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie, this
yeah.
was really bad. Um, so yeah, it is the king of the openers that weekend, and it's opening weekend. Moving on to weekend two, it's gonna drop 47.3% down to $6.4 million in fifth place.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, this is not going to. I feel like this box office run is probably going to be quick, and I don't see that as a shock. This is very much feels like a very niche thing for people to get into. Like, it's definitely a hard sell to be like, "Hey, go watch this movie that lampoons like action movies and the current Bush administration, and it's all puppets."
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's also just like this weekend overall stinks. Like, I'm not gonna give you the first place movie just yet. It's an opener for this weekend, but Shark Tale's in second with 14.3. Shall We Dance leapfrogs Team America. It's in third place with 8.6.
It's just not a great October.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights in fourth with like a little bit under 7 million. So it's like nobody's getting anything going here. Except there is like a horror movie that does well because we are kind of in like the doldrums of October now.
Oh, I have to watch a horror movie next week.
Well, maybe not next week, but eventually. Going into weekend three, Team America is going to drop 51.7% down to 3 million.
Yep.
Let's say 3.1 million in eighth place.
Sinking like a stone, like a Matt Stone.
Weekend four, Team America 39.6% drop,
Ooh.
1.9 million in 10th place.
Oh, yeah, that's pack it up, people. We're not getting five.
What if it can hold 10? What
Let's say
if?
there's zero shot, but okay, let me hear it.
Hold on. It's loading.
I will not hold. I will do anything but hold, good sir.
Okay, and yeah, that's a fair point because it's like we're getting into like November 12th through the 14th, which is weekend. Oh my God, where did Team America even go? Okay, there it
Oh,
is.
man.
Weekend five of Team America is November 12th through the 14th. 67.1% drop, all the way down in
Yeah, like
17th with $613,000. But there's a
man.
lot of movies that come out that week. Like there's a lot of openers.
Yeah, that still sinks. 4 weeks. It's gonna join the final cut. The 4 week club. Do we think? I guess we'll have to wait till we hear the totals. But based on that performance right there, do you think that that makes it eligible to kind of be considered then as it goes on a cult classic?
Um, I mean, so when it drops in after weekend five, it's pulled in just a shade under its $32 million budget. It's at like 31.8.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know. I guess so. Like, it's kind of a flop, kind of, but it makes its budget back, which honestly, on the puppet movie, feels like a huge win. I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly,
Maybe it's just
Paramount's
me.
just given a big
Right. Right. Like, somebody at Paramount's like, Jesus Christ, man, I really got to go to like Gamblers Anonymous or something. But it's like, I survived today, but I don't know about tomorrow. Like, that
like
was.
the fucking head, the executives like you live to fight another day, Johnson.
Yeah, that was a risky gamble though. The puppet movie made by the South Park guys, risky gamble. But like, so I mean, it just barely beats out its budget domestically total. So like with 32.8 million basically. International, it's going to pull in another $18 million, which honestly not really spectacular for what we've seen from the international market for a lot of other movies, but it's not like a zero, which we've also seen from other movies like Friday Night Lights. Like it's
Yeah.
been kind of like real feast or famine, I feel like, in the international market. Like either people get into it or people just like don't even know it exists. And
Yeah.
this is kind of in the middle, and it saves to me like worldwide total 50.8 million is not bad, you know?
Yeah, honestly, it's not terrible. I would have imagined too that maybe the international total would have been a little bit higher, considering this is very much a lampooning of America. I thought maybe that might entice much more people around the world to go and give it a shot. But I guess maybe if you don't like see a trailer or whatever, you just see something that says Team America World Police, you could probably be pretty put off by that also.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the exact sentiment you're saying is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, and that it was just never going to be that popular because I can't imagine that the humor in this movie has like international appeal.
Also, yeah, also
Like,
very. I mean,
I
Jim,
feel like people would see it and be like, "What is wrong with Americans? Like, are they okay?"
you're telling me poop jokes don't cross the language barrier?
I mean, poop jokes kind of do, but like, I don't know. I don't know if they would get the like the nuance, like they're like, because to me the humor in this is very American. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I do agree that it is, but I would have thought that maybe, just seeing something that's saying like we're taking the piss out of America would entice some people, but it does when you're watching it feel distinctly like poking fun at Americans' view of America and not so much like international's view of Americans.
Yeah, like the people who think that America was doing some bad stuff probably didn't think it was funny. You know what I mean? Like, whereas like me, I thought this was hilarious. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like, yeah, we are doing some bad stuff. You keep making fun of it, South Park, because man, is it funny.
yeah, very true. Yeah, and so that's gonna put us then that 50.8 definitely towards more in the bottom list. It's going to be the number 88th spot behind Enough's 51.8 and ahead of Wimbledon's 41.6. So yeah, definitely on the low end of the totem pole here. But at 51 million, you made your budget back and ancillary market, like you did okay.
Yeah, this is going to be like the cult classic part of this, or potential cult classic part of this, is that it's going to sell a lot of DVDs, would be my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm sure it did because 77% from the critics, 80% from the audience, 7.2 IMDb. The only downside is a B cinema score.
yeah, because like this is like the peak of South Park, isn't it? Like 2003, 2004.
Yeah, this is
Isn't it kind
definitely
of
when
peaking at
they're
this point?
yeah, they're really firing on all cylinders. Because I believe I remember It's season 8 of South Park because I remember them talking about how miserable they were trying to do season 8 while also making a movie. So those would line up together. And season 8 has a lot of really, really good episodes in it.
Yeah, it's like these middle seasons I feel like is when the show really, really hit its stride. And
Mm.
like, just to put it in perspective, like they let these guys spend $32 million on a movie starring a bunch of marionettes. Like, there's like not a lot of people would be able to convince somebody to give them $32 million to do that. I feel like in 2004 the list was maybe like Jim Henson and then the South Park guys. Like I feel like that might be the whole list, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was season 8 that they had done while they were making Team America.
Yeah. So
And
I feel like
as
there was a lot of people who were buying this DVD. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Just
and
like even if they were just fans of the show.
yeah, and not to go too much on it, but this is definitely probably at a peak because let me just run a couple of log line
Yeah.
episodes from you
No,
from
let's do
season
it.
8. So one of the great episode, Jimmy uses steroids to cheat in the Special Olympics.
Yeah, great.
That episode's in there.
Spoofing that Ben Affleck
Yeah,
PSA video, like
yeah,
after school special where he takes steroids. Yeah.
yeah. The one where all the boys buy the Japanese weapons at the fair. Do you remember that? The
Okay.
good times with the weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Passion of the Jew is on there, where Kyle sees Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ, and
Okay.
yeah, and Cartman decides that he's right about all of his Jewish claims. Awesomeo is in this season.
Yeah. Now you're cooking
Yeah,
with gas. Awesomeo is like one of the
yeah,
funniest episodes of
so it's
South
ever.
Park ever.
The Michael Jefferson episode is in this season.
Yeah, okay. I could take it.
The Jeffersons. Yeah. So
That's
lot of
what if
really.
like Adam Sandler or something lives on like an island.
Oh, are you also a pleasure robot, Awesomeo? Lame.
Like, super weak.
Yeah. So like just an all-timer of a season being put out while they're making like what is absolutely a stressful movie at the same time. Like,
Yeah, yeah. But I just mean like just for the DVD sales. Like the show was popular enough and really was really like in its zone.
yeah,
Um that it makes sense to me that this would also be a hit for the home video market.
absolutely. Now let's see if it was a hit with all of our user reviews here, Jim. And boy howdy, do we have some fucking stellar user reviews this week.
Oh boy, I bet. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see what people's political takes are because I know they're coming.
I was gonna say if there is any one where we're gonna get back into the let's bring 9/11 back up, like it's gonna be
Yeah,
this week.
because right, the movie calls it out a couple times specifically. Yeah, so I just like I even though I don't think this movie is all that political, I think a lot of people are gonna get into the politics of it, and I can't wait.
So now we have our first person here, a 1 star, and they write nihilism at its finest. I
Oh
thought
boy.
this movie was going to make fun of America trying to be the world police, but instead seemed to make the most fun of action films, Michael Moore, and the Screen Actors Guild by calling them fags. Now, that's just really funny calling someone a fag if you're a teenage homophobic boy. It is interesting to see that the
It's still really funny, actually.
It is interesting to see that the only real people in the film are Michael Moore, Hans Blix, North Korea's Kim Jong Un, and a host of progressive actors protesting the U.S. war in Iraq. Seems that many in need of roasting were left out of the film. O'Reilly, authors of Patriot Act, proclaimers of Christian right, etc. Perhaps what is really scary is that the film censored out any real right wing. Oh my God, real right wing nuts because they were scared or Parker and company have become O'Reilly undecided ditto heads. What?
Yeah, just could not have missed the point any harder.
It's truly a film worthy of Fox downed TV. And saying something is funny because it is satire does not make it so. Lampooning progressive actors who are speaking out against a current war was simply a humorless cheap shot. But perhaps that's the point. The whole thing is meaningless. But then, if you can't get enough of banal plots, dolly sex, projectile barf, political confusion, bad music, racism, and potty humor with no redeeming quality or humor, then boy, have I got the movie for you.
Yeah, it's like wow, it's like this guy knew me. He like sees right through my soul. Now, this is what I was talking about, by the way, when like some of the people who were hoping that this would be like a real like takedown of America were going to be real disappointed and not think it was that funny because it really wasn't that, honestly. Like it really wasn't.
It was like I think you were just going in with an expectation that they never bothered were ever attempting to come to with, and you came with something in mind.
Right. Right. Like you came into this being like, "Oh boy, that George Bush is gonna get
Yeah,
it." And like it's just not what it's about. Like
yeah,
so you were disappointed because you set unrealistic expectations
yeah.
for yourself.
Listen, if you want a modern day path about the George Bush administration, then watch Troy.
Yeah. And just like you mean you didn't like the satire because they were satiring you, progressive guy protesting the war, like in a small part of it? Like the whole rest of this movie is them kind of like satiring the actual war, you know? You're just like a very small part of it and that you didn't like it because of that. Okay.
Like, no, 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 don't turn the lens on me. I don't know. I don't want this.
Yeah, right. I liked it when we were making fun of the other people.
Yeah, yeah. What are you doing? Don't shine this light over here.
Yeah. Which just like it makes a lot of sense to me for how the way things shook out. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, right.
Like, man, you may be right, but right doesn't always mean you're likable.
Right, we have another one here. And they write, I have never wasted money on a movie such as this piece of crap. It depicts how immoral this country has become. What is the purpose of having the perverted sex? Just to see what the producers could get away with? Each year, it gets worse and worse. This is another nail driven in this country's coffin. If some of the scenes in this loser movie depicts the thinking and lifestyles of the producers, then they are hopeless. I look for many other people to be upset by this waste of time. There is no social redeeming value in any of this joke of a movie. It probably reflects the lifestyles of the people that made this. Typical of the sleaze that comes from Hollywood, degenerate lowlifes with the morals of animals.
The funny part is they hate Hollywood as much as you do.
Like,
Like, they probably wouldn't call them like degenerate animals, but they're not really big fans either, you know? Like,
just like incredible. Like, oh
this
man,
movie was
is a
lacking
movie.
any social commentary. Who told you it was going to have that? Have you
Yeah,
seen South Park? It's
I
very
just
light
love.
on social comedy commentary.
I just love people that just take shit so seriously though. Just like, hey, here's this movie about puppets. This is another nail in this country's coffin. A movie, lady, it's a movie about puppets. Like,
Right. It's a movie that like 20 years from now, nobody's gonna talk about. It's fine.
like
Like,
you gotta chill the fuck out, lady. Go take a walk. Uh,
another nail in this country's coffin. That's that's somebody who gets on their keyboard every morning, just like hammer in hand, looking for more nails, baby. Like,
yes, yeah, I have 7,000 nails in this coffin. What of it?
yeah. It's a really big coffin, okay?
Yeah, right. It's gotta go all around the country. All right. We're gonna need a lot of nails. Our next person writes, Jim. I was very embarrassed to be in the theater where courageous soldiers of the United States may be viewing what I would consider
Oh
a
my
very
God.
over the top attempt at political commentary.
Dude, is this amazing that like everybody's getting mad? It's like so great. It's like exactly the point of it. Like,
I was thinking about the troops, Jim.
yeah, you know, it's such an absurd level of patriotism to just be thinking about the hypothetical troops who might be watching the movie.
So, like, if you've ever met like anyone who served in the military, they would probably
Right,
think juvenile humor of this accord is
right,
immaculate. Like, they would
right.
love this.
You don't think they would get a kick out of the Turkistan stuff? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, have
right.
you met anybody from the
Yeah.
military?
Like, you don't think they're dropping those when they're like out in Iraq, like after this
Yeah,
movie came out?
right, right.
Like this
It's
is
like, and
this movie's
just
their
like
Citizen Kane.
the level of just absurdity it takes to be like, all I could think about was the soldiers who might be in the theater watching this and then get outraged for them is so crazy. It's so crazy. You don't even know what they think of it. Also, there's a lot of different soldiers. They probably think different things about it. Like,
That's
just
that's
how can you
on par. That's
possibly
on
do
par
this?
with the white lady who gets mad about a cultural appropriation for like other
Right.
races.
It's like
Right?
very similar. Yeah,
Yeah.
very similar.
It's amazing. This person continues. The symbolism was idiotic and so elementary, a hammer might as well have dropped out of the ceiling to hit each one of us in the head to make sure we got the point. While I certainly am a believer of free speech, and that is the very basis of what our soldiers defend, this was too far. The theme song was grating and vulgar to give it the best politically correct review I can muster. Just from an artistic point of view, to have to endure the entire movie and then be departing the movie with that claptrap blaring in your ears just added to the miserable experience. I went to the movie because I read a review that said it was funny and I needed some cheer in my day. I left the theater the most depressed I have been in quite some time.
That feels like it's not Team America's problem, guy. I feel like
Yeah,
that's a you thing. I
yeah,
feel like that might be you
like
need to
that's
talk to somebody.
that's all you, buddy. That's all you. Oh God, love it.
Just I just I li- the turn that this takes into listen, and I know our troops defend the First Amendment, but that is too much.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna have to get on the phone with them and tell them, no, not for
I
Team America. We don't.
I think we all understand that freedom should have its limits.
Yeah,
Like,
we all understand that freedom. Us a buck 05.
yeah. Oh man.
Incredible. I just love the one stars where it's just like the movie just completely right over their head.
We really needed this because this part of the show is its best when we're getting like absolute nut jobs, and it feels like we haven't gotten a lot of them for a while. But like the last like two out of the last three were definitely like certifiable, like just aren't able to function in the real world. Like
Just
so
can't under.
crazy.
It's just people that just like have zero media literacy is what it is. It's just like but
Right. Just like people who have zero self-awareness are just walking around mad about shit all the time,
yeah,
like getting mad about shit on behalf of other people. And it's
like
like, don't you have like anything better to do?
like I couldn't have like even if I watched this movie and didn't like it, just then like walking out of it and just being like those poor troops that have to sit through
Yeah.
this.
No, that might have sat through this. Like he wasn't even like saying they definitely did it. He didn't like it wasn't like, yeah, my buddy John was sitting next to me and he really was like put out because he was one of the troops. Like it was like some made up troop that exists in their imagination. Like
Just oh God, incredible. Thank you for your service, one stars. We got one more one
yeah.
star here, Jim, because they were cooking with gasoline this week.
It's like the troops defended the country, but really my imagination like deserves some credit too, right? Like what about
Absolutely.
my service?
Our last one are rights. My liberal side was not amused at the silly way the puppets made fun of the milli of sorry. My liberal side was not amused at the silly way the puppets made fun of the Middle East, when in reality, the puppets, like all too many Americans, know nothing about the region, some of my favorite actors, or people dying of AIDS. My conservative side was not humored by the over the top scenes involving vomit and, how should I put this? A borrowed scene from Midnight Cowboy. Even the parts I may have found funny, like the overzealous patriots acting as if they are on a Top Gun mission, were not funny. Richard Pryor and Lenny Bruce were comedic figures who pushed the envelope. The key difference between them and these South Park clowns is that they were funny. Very funny. I suppose if one considers this art, then a hustler centerfold must should also be considered a model. If this film does indeed become a hit and George W. Bush wins the election, then we may all have to pray for America. Well, I got bad news, buddy.
Yeah. One out of two ain't bad. No, I mean, I just so many insane things there. First of all, why shouldn't hustler centerfolds be considered models? They're modeling, right?
Right?
Like,
Absolutely should be considered a model. Do we
what
not
else would
consider
you
them
consider
models?
them, sir? Like,
Fucking animal. He's like, well, my conservative side thinks of them as less than human.
yeah, it just like it blows my mind because like when I watch this movie, my liberal side or conservative side or whatever side it is kind of like, Oh yeah, if you take this too far, it could be a little douchey. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I think when I watch that movie. It's like a good like way to like take it easy a little bit on that shit. And just like for some people to walk away from it with the exact opposite thing, which is like I'm gonna be angry no matter what happens. Like
I just
it's
think
so
it's just
crazy.
I think it's douchey in general just to like ingest something and be like, well, my liberal side and my conservative side. It's like, what the fuck you even think? Like, who, like, it's just weird that like you box yourself into like either one of those. And
Yeah.
it's only gotten worse as time has gone on, especially in today's landscape. It's like everything has to be put into those two boxes. It's just like, who the
Yeah.
fuck cares?
They're so yeah, we're so obsessed with labels. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like
But
everyone
like,
makes those two things like their fucking personality these days.
it blows my mind that anybody could walk away from this movie like literally angry because it's so stupid. It's like so obviously not serious, and it's so obviously not taking the things that you're taking seriously seriously.
But
You know what I mean? Like, I think like there is something that this movie's about, and I do think it's like a little bit artsy. I think it really is just like one giant shot at Hollywood more than anything else, you know? Like I think like the politics are like a just like a afterthought for most of it to me. So for people to walk away from it like so tilted about that when again they're just so obviously not taking that part of it seriously, like I mean Kim Jong-un literally like throws a UN's weapon inspector into like a shark tank. Like they're not being realistic. Like it's like why would you ever walk away like thinking this is any kind of serious political commentary, you know?
like walking away from this movie and this is the downfall of what's going to get George Bush
Right.
reelected in
It's
2004. It's like, what the
it's
fuck?
another nail in the
Yeah,
coffin, baby.
another
George
nail in the
Bush is gonna
coffin.
win, and Team America's gonna be a hit, and then we're all gonna
Yeah.
die.
It's like newsflash for you, buddy. George Bush's charisma got him through the gate.
Yeah, you know why George Bush got elected? He probably would have chuckled at this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
George Bush probably fucking loved this movie. Like
yeah,
he was probably watching it with the troops, just laughing their asses off.
right, right. Exactly,
Incredible.
exactly.
No, we got some tenors here, and
Oh boy.
let's see if they have anything else. Let's see if they
I
have
I feel
anything.
like it's just gonna be more political people who've just missed the point exactly the opposite
On the
way.
opposite.
Like,
There we go. Well, here is our first 10-star, and they write, tired of hearing leftists spew from Hollywood's deep thinkers?
yep, here we
So,
go.
this movie's for you. The only people they forgot to pillory were Barbara Streisand and Warren Beatty, and that's a shame. I'd have liked to see their heads explode too. The filmmakers also make good fun of action movies in general. The movie is loaded with interludes of cheesy relationship type dialogue that is crammed in between massive explosions and sex scenes. Yes, they have sex scenes with puppets, and it's a good time. Dude, you freak. Overall, it's a great film, especially for those who are sick
Just
of hearing about
what?
Michael Moore's genius. It's fucking freak.
Yeah, I knew, like, literally saw this coming from a mile away, where people like just like totally bought into it, like, because they're like, yeah, they're saying my politics are right, and it's like, nah, not exactly. Like,
No, he's like, yeah, those Hollywood elitists are Film Actors Guild.
also, for describing that puppet sex scene, a good time is probably not in my top million.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's like
like,
Jesus, dude.
what
Put him on.
exactly was good about the time,
Yeah.
sir?
Uh,
Like,
why don't we just go ahead and put that guy on a watch list?
yeah, seriously. Just
Probably.
like don't let him buy puppets. Can we get
Yeah.
like a background check for that?
Yeah, right. Definitely keep an eye on that guy. We got another tender here, Jim, and they write, just got back from the screening and the theater had oversold tickets, so there were people sitting in the aisles too. Isn't that a fire code violation? What a fucking funny film. I was trying to remember when I laughed so hard and often in the theaters, and it was Blazing Saddles back in 76. That's a Mel Brooks
Oh,
movie for you youngins. This movie will piss
Jesus
off
Christ.
this movie will piss off the liberals in the media, so expect
Yep.
poor reviews. But
Here
don't
we
believe
go.
them. Don't believe them. Just like they forged CBS documents, the ABC memo about going easy on Kerry, and the NBC News using a picture of Bush with I lie in the background. Families was the word cropped out of the picture. The media is doing everything it can to help Kerry win this election. But when the movie starts and you hear the lyrics of the song Fighting for America, fuck yeah, the liberal media will call it immature and juvenile. Don't believe your local socialist movie critics' review of this movie. However, whether you're liberal or conservative, you'll have a great time at this flick.
Jesus Christ, man. CBS forged the documents? Is that what you're telling me?
I guess were we always crazy?
Time is a flat circle, dude. It's
coming
like
back
when
around,
you started saying CBS was forging documents, I was like, wait, when did this movie come out? Like, I feel like I just saw this on the news like last week.
This is fake news before we call fake news. Like this guy is just hitting the topics.
Right. This is a guy who's so deep in the weeds. Like he's talking about forged documents and shit. That's definitely some wacky conspiracy stuff, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely. That's fucking absurd. That's so funny. Oh boy, oh boy. Gotta love it. And then we'll finish with one last
Cropped
sentence.
out the word families to write I lie.
Yeah. Just like that.
Just unbelievable that there's people who walked away from this movie equally as unbelievable as the other people that walked away from this movie like, yeah, America, fuck yeah. Like,
and it's just like, yeah,
you
no, dude,
guys also missed the point. Like, what are you doing?
It's like, dude, that song is there to make fun of you. Like that.
Right, like it's literally making fun of you. Yeah.
It's just a bit. It's like it's just so funny. Like just the zero media literacy for people like that, and it's like it's literally
from all of them.
Yeah,
from all of them. It's like I read these and it all makes sense, bro. And it's like people are just like dying to believe whatever you tell them. Like
we never stood a chance. Let's finish with one last tenor here, and they take us home with Team America single-handedly put an end to the Hollywood action film. After seeing this masterpiece of a mockery, audiences can never again accept formulaic movie methods, such as the montage. Big budget adventure epics will never be taken seriously ever again. This just marks like the end.
Swing and a miss.
This marks the end of cookie cutter blockbusters. From this point forward, in order to appeal to audiences, films will have to present original storylines and plot points. This means that almost all liberal writers and producers will be out of a job. The entertainment industry will now require creativity. Will never be the same again.
Holy shit. Like, I've never heard somebody be more wrong about anything in my entire life.
It's like literally like later, like fucking like big blockbuster movies are coming out. Like,
right. Like this isn't even gonna make it like 3 weeks before a really big blockbuster movie comes out.
I gotta look and see. I gotta look and see what's coming. Yeah, like National Treasure comes not too far after. Alexander not too far after. Like Blade Trinity, Ocean's 12. Like these are big budget movies. The Aviator, like
the SpongeBob SquarePants movie gets re-released this Christmas.
Yeah. Like
Incredibles is around. Like
it's like, bro, what are you talking about? Oh, just incredible. Oh man, I love it. All right, Jim, let's see.
Never more wrong.
Can we get the point? Are we which side of the aisle do we fall on our media literacy? Are we able to chalk along? How do we feel about Team America World Police watching it now as an adult?
I mean, it's still pretty funny, right?
Yeah, I still find it very, very funny. Like it is all those things. Like it is very childish. It's juvenile. I can see all the reasons. Like if you don't like this movie because you just don't dig like juvenile humor, totally okay. I totally get that. It's not always for everyone. Comedy's very subjective. But like, go on.
Let me pose you a question, right?
Yes, pose it to me.
Because I feel like the most important part about this in 2025 is like the racial side of things.
Okay.
Like it is like very overtly racist, like at a lot of points, right? Like in a silly way, in a way that I know is played for laughs and like pretty much succeeds. But hear me out for a second.
Okay.
Is the French kid in the beginning not one of the funniest things you've ever seen?
Oh yeah,
Like the
absolutely.
whole scene in France when he's just like frere
Yeah.
Jacques, and
Yeah.
he's got his dumb little lollipop and like
Yeah.
his stupid like French schoolboy outfit,
Yeah.
and like he bumps into the terrorist. Like he's a doofus, like he's a French doofus, that little kid. And then like his mom comes over and is like, "Mon Dieu!" And, like it's all like poking fun at those people. And if that part's funny, how could the other stuff not be funny? You know what I mean? Like
think
they're
it's
all
also
like,
is the point is to just like send it up to the like 10th degree and make it as ludicrous as possible because it's
right.
also at the same point supposed to signal what we've been talking about, which is that like none of this is to be taken seriously. Like this is stupid to a 10th degree for a reason. Like that's part of the satire, is that it's just like you're all taking yourself way too seriously in the way that you're ingesting this stuff.
Yeah, and it's also like I know this is probably getting way too layered here, but it's also like poking fun at the way Americans picture these people. Because
Yes,
it's not
absolutely.
wrong for how a lot of Americans pictured like Middle Eastern people and like French people for that matter, like in the early 2000s. And then it also does this thing where it's like it's like making fun of Americans just as hard as everybody else too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I would say
Like
Americans probably get it just as bad, if not worse, than most other, because like all the other ones can, like, if you really look at it through the lens, everyone else, like in the around the rest of the world, is like you said, all of that stuff is being played up in like very racist overtures because it's making fun of American stereotypes about other places. Like the
yeah,
joke always seems to be more pointed back towards
that's
like the Americans' view, like truncated, stupid view of like their standing in the world being above everybody else.
right. Like to an American in 2003, every Middle Eastern person is a terrorist. And
Yeah,
if you bumped into a guy on the street, you would have really wanted Team America to show up because you
yeah,
probably thought he had a bomb, you know? Like
yeah.
that's not really funny, but it was how a lot of people thought back then. Like it was like so close after 9/11. Like there was like people were like out there, people were pissed, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it feels like it's a very important way to make fun of that because it is really how a lot of people thought about it. But then also like people do miss the point too. Like the guy in the review who was like, "Yeah, America." Like,
It's always like a tough line that you have to straddle with something like this because it's like you want to play up those stereotypes and lean into like the racist caricature because it's a way to point the mirror back at America. The issue is that, like that guy, they're not able to look in the mirror and recognize that they're the ones being made fun of. Like they ingest that and just go like, yeah, America, fuck yeah, like
yeah.
fuck those Middle Eastern people, man. Like all of the people are the one Team America guy that Matt Stone plays who hates actors. Like that's all of them. Like, and they watch that
Yes.
and they're like, yeah, fuck you, Middle Eastern guy. Like, and that's them.
Yeah.
Like, and they can't put that mirror up to themselves to realize that like they're the fucking joke in this movie.
Yeah, and like Team America, they're each like a joke to somebody that like we all probably have met at least one of in our lives, like in America. Like you nailed it with the really like bravado-y, like douchey, like, you know, guy who like listens to metal. You know what I mean? Like that stupid guy, you know? Then like the girl though who like what's her power? She's like a medium or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
she's like a medium and can like sense like people's emotions or like whatever. Yeah.
right. But like you've met like a spacey white chick who's
Yeah.
like who talks like that. And it's like, no, Susan, like you just have feelings like a regular person. It's not like a superpower. Like it's just like you're just taking you're way too like Buddhisty, like airy, like chill out.
Yeah, it's absurd the way that they play up all of the different caricatures of the people in this movie. I have to say, I think I was very curious to go back to this movie simply because I hadn't watched it in a very long. We watched it a lot in high school, and this was gonna be the first time watching it really as like an adult, where I've kind of got as I've gotten older, I've gotten more not more into politics or anything, but I guess just more well rounded and like paying attention to the world around me. Like in high school, I didn't give a shit about any of that. So seeing this movie, it was more funny at the juvenile humor than any of the like political stuff that they were trying to touch on, because I didn't really know anything about it back then other than who the president was, because I didn't give a shit about learning about it.
Yeah,
So
right.
it was going to be fun going back to it now because I'm a little bit more well-rounded. I know more about like paying attention to history and, about that era and everything now. So it's going to be interesting to go back and watch it and see it now. And I knew as soon as it started that I still was going to find this movie just stupidly funny, because I can't think of a better way to start this movie than it opens on a puppet show and then pans out to still be a puppet show. Is
Yeah.
like one of the funniest bits of just like metatextual like reference in the movie. And like right from there, I was like, I'm gonna still fucking love this movie. Like I don't give a shit still about any of the political stuff. Like the stupid juvenile humor is still gonna hit for me. Like
It's all very stupid too. Like, I mean, like, it's one of the funniest things in the movie when the director like convinces him to get in the limo in the beginning, and they're having the whole back and forth about how he feels like he's just gonna like Harvey Weinstein him. Which, by the way, Harvey Weinstein was like a producer on this. I think,
I
pretty
don't
sure
know.
I saw his name in the beginning. Or no, was he
I don't
Shall We
know.
Dance?
I think it was Shall We Dance? Yeah, because
He
this is
was
just
Shall We
This
Dance.
was
You're
just
right.
Paramount. He wasn't a
You're
part of
right.
that.
Yeah, it's Paramount wouldn't have been him. Yeah, but like the fact that he thinks he's about to get Harvey Weinstein, and the guy like actually talks him into him that he's not, and then the first thing he says to him when he gets in the limo is like, "By the way," it's just so good, man. It's so funny.
The little things and stuff like that that cracks me up also, because it's like the build up to that is just like he shows him the limo, but then we have to slow cut in on the driver who just makes this like weird erotic look at him that really sells it, and it's just like it's so silly. Oh, I get it.
Right?
All right, I get in there and I take you for a whirl, and suddenly I got an acting role.
Yeah.
Please, Gary, my time is very valuable. I'm not going to fuck your mouth.
Yeah. And then he says it, and he's like, "Suck my cock." And then he just like laughs to himself. He's like, "Ah," and then they just drive off. So good.
It's
It's
so
so
silly.
stupid.
It is. It's really dumb, and I love that they just continuously find ways to just mime humor out of like just the puppets. Because I still like, even though I know it's coming, I laugh uncontrollably in the beginning when the one douchebag dude is gonna fight the terrorist and he's out of bullets and he's like, all right, let's make this interesting. They're gonna have the fist fight, and it's just them just like just puppeting against each other. And I'm like, it's so fucking dumb.
Dude, the, the puppets are really like an insane addition because it makes it a million times funnier to me. Like, there's one part when she's like, "You can't fight terrorists, like, it's in here," and she like goes to point at his heart, and like she can't like quite point. Like, she's just like never gets to where her finger's really supposed to go, and then eventually it just cuts, and like it's so funny because it just looks so awkward. And I don't know if they planned it to be that way or if it was just like a happy accident, and then they're
Yeah.
like, "No, this is hilarious." But I love all those little
Yeah.
puppet things, like the
When he first
signal when he's gonna be in the bar.
Yeah.
It's just
When he first meets the director and he's like, follow me outside. And he just like awkwardly turns around and just like hobbles out. And it makes it so much better that they put zero music behind it or anything. So it's just like
right.
silently awkward. It's like all that little stuff just adds to like the layers of it that just makes it like so unbelievably stupid and silly. Which is like
Yeah.
watching it, it's like I don't get how people can get like I can get not liking this movie. I don't get getting mad at this movie because it's so unbelievably heart on its sleeve dumb. Like I
Yeah,
just
and
don't get it.
it's ultimately harmless too. That's the other thing. Like, it in and of itself is harmless. The people who are making it harmful and like talking crazy about CBS like forging documents and shit, like those people would have picked anything to do that shit with. That's just their MO. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get mad at the Team America for that. It's definitely not taking itself seriously in that way, like whatsoever. And like my main point for like believing that is the whole movie is about how Hollywood takes itself way too seriously.
Yeah.
Like, like I do think there's something to the fact that the musical is lease, and they're like everyone has AIDS
My
because
brother, my
have you
cousin,
seen
my
Rent?
sister.
It's like
I've seen.
literally everyone has AIDS in
Yeah,
Rent.
yeah,
It's like
yeah. And that's what this movie feels like first and foremost. So like it's even weirder to get like mad about the political aspect of it because it's like it's secondary in nature to like their main gripe, which is just that like people in Hollywood are so far up their own asses that like it's infuriating.
yeah.
Like to
Yeah,
the
no, and like to me that's what this whole movie's about. Like they're even from the beginning when they show Lise, they're poking fun at like how seriously Hollywood takes itself and how they're like, yeah, we're gonna make like the definitive AIDS epidemic movie. And it's like, I guess, I don't know. Like it's like I guess if you need to. Like
or and like just
um
poking fun at like the actors that like think that their craft is like somehow like curing like literal like world views of like it's like healing people like around the world like and like it's just like it's like you could touch people and like get that like movies can like mean something to someone but like people that are like so inflated to think that like Sean Penn going to Iraq and like thinking that like
yeah,
it's just like it's just so overinflated and it's like this
right.
movie just feels like a way to like bring them back down to earth. It's like no, like you guys like it's like you guys just you make movies. Like yeah, it's awesome. It's a really cool job, but like you guys are getting too big for your britches. Like let's settle down.
Right, right. And I don't even think that like liberal has anything to do with it, to me, honestly. Like it like I guess like you could say that movies like slant that way, maybe. I don't know. But
I mean,
like
like definitely people in Hollywood tend to like lean more left, but like I don't even think in this in the movie in the movie do they even mention that they're all liberal? They just it's just the Film Actors Guild. Like that's the joke. They never like
no,
mention
right.
that.
It's just that they like impose themselves on something that they really don't understand. And
Yeah.
like they all have like some pretentious point behind their movie and their stupid thing. And like to me what I like about this is they're still making art in the way that that's what they're trying to say to people like when they make this movie. It's just their thing they're saying isn't like so hoity-toity and holier than thou. It's just like, dude, just chill out. Like, what are we doing? Like, you guys have totally lost the plot.
There anyone on this planet that does a more offensive but equally hilarious Asian accent than Trey Parker?
Yeah, that's where it gets a little dicey too. I'm not gonna lie. That is like one of the dicier parts. And it
And
is pretty funny.
even still to this day on South Park, like he still voices the Japanese and the Korean Asian characters on it. And it's just like and I can get where like people might get like offended by it. And I mean, I can't really have a dog in the fight. I'm just like some random white guy from Long Island, so I can't really speak to someone who would get offended by it. Like other than to say like I'm not offended by it, so why are other people? Like I can get why people would be offended by it, but like
Yeah.
I can't help but think it's funny. Like it's like it's so over the top and ridiculous. Like it like it's too ridiculous like to be taken seriously. I feel like, and I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Like for where you can delineate the line on like offensive or not is the intention behind it.
Yeah,
Like
I
it does
get. I just think you're talking about the line that their shows and movies have existed on for like a long time, which is
exactly. Yeah.
as long as you just like make fun of everybody and like are indiscriminate, and also you don't take it too seriously. Like you can get away with a lot of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Because like it would be one thing if it's just like you see them like behind the scenes or like actual in real life, like outside of making this, like being like, no, like we really don't like those types of people. And then like doing the caricature. And then it's like, all right, well, that's like fucked up. Like that's offensive. But it's like they're coming from a thing of just trying to like lampoon like Americans' views of it. So like in that regard, like it doesn't feel like yes, it's offensive, but it doesn't feel like like they specifically are like setting out to be like racist or offensive to Asian people. It's just like no, we're making fun of Americans' view of thinking this about other like cultures and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Also, I mean,
I
at
didn't
this,
think too deeply about it. It was just like a very kind of like, I wonder what people would feel about that these days if they watch this.
yeah, because at the same time,
It
like
doesn't really bother me either, but it was just like something I thought of, you know? I
yeah,
don't know.
because then at the same time too, it's like do are people okay with it because it's Kim Jong Il like and he was a piece of shit anyway? So like, are we okay with it because like no one liked that dude?
Yeah. I mean,
But
he's
like,
still around, isn't he?
no,
Oh
didn't Kim
no,
Jong
that was the
Il?
old Kim Jong guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the one who died.
Wow.
Kim Jong Un is the one
I've
now. That was
literally
Kim Jong
morphed them
Il.
into one person in my head.
I mean,
I
yeah,
didn't
they
even
basically are,
remember that
right?
there was another one other than the one that we have. Well,
Yeah,
it's crazy how that works.
yeah, and I mean, like, yeah, and it's just, but like, man, did we quote a lot back in the? I just like find it so funny. It's like, you're breaking my balls, Hans Bricks. You're breaking my balls.
He just, the fact that he threw him in like a shark tank is so funny.
Does
And
it? Or
like,
that is panthers are just like black cats.
yeah, they 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 really do understand how to do a scene too, and I feel like that's like borne out in a lot of the different things that they've made. But like when they first introduce him and the translator is like translating everything to the terrorist, and he's like, maybe my translator didn't make it clear. Perhaps I should fire my translator? And then he just
Well, this is
shoots
great. Yeah.
him. It's like so perfect. The delivery on it is so great. It's, I don't know. Those guys crack me up.
No, no, and I think the way that they do satire is very funny. Like 'cause it really is. I know we beat a dead horse with it, but just like the way in which they're so good at poking fun at like Americans' views of the rest of the world, because like everything with the Middle Eastern dudes and the terrorists and everything, it's like, yeah, it's offensive, but it's just like it's so spot on to just like how narrow-minded like some Americans' views are of like some of this shit. The fact that it's like they don't even speak an actual language, they just say like Muhammad Jihad and like Durka Durka a
Right.
bunch, like
Right.
yeah, and it's and like and that their idea of like it's like it's just one problem. I'm not Middle Eastern, and they're like, leave it to us, and then they just put like patches of hair on them. Like
Right. Right.
it's
The,
just like this
so
seems like
silly.
something Americans would fucking do.
Right. I mean, like they literally did it in Jackass. Wasn't that something they
Yeah,
did? Like they
yeah,
just put like a
exactly. Yeah,
bunch
they just
of
put a bunch of like hair on him and like gave him like a bad spray tan.
yeah. So I don't know. Like, and then I just love like the whole like the action scenes are so funny to me that they're all these like big set pieces again with puppets, which is just so ridiculous. But they all are like these big action set pieces that end with them like destroying like a like ancient human monument that like is like revered the world round. Like it just
Yeah.
cracks me up, man.
What's he
Like
saying? I
the
think he's saying, "I'm gay, I'm gay." Son of a bitch.
yeah.
And they
But
shoot like
like
the Sphinx off.
yeah, but just that whole sequence, like they're like driving at each other, and the real like macho guys like surprise, and then they like send out the ramp, and the terrorist the jeep goes flying into the Sphinx and then explodes, and the head of the Sphinx falls off, and then it cuts back to like the guy in the car, and he's like, "Fuck yeah!" it's so funny.
It's so good. And I forgotten that it had been so long since I heard probably what was one of our favorite lines to quote when the Panama Canal explodes and you hear the one guy just go like, no, no, no me gusta.
Yeah.
He just gets washed away.
So silly.
It's just like it's such a dumb movie. And I like and I just it just touches on like so much of the stuff that I find funny, which is just like just dumb humor. Like I laugh at that stuff. It cracks me up. I do love also like another really good bit of satire in lampooning Hollywood's ability to take themselves way too seriously is the absolutely outrageous backstory that the douchebag guy has for hating actors.
Yeah.
Just
Mr.
yeah,
Mistopheles.
unbelievably insane. Like
Yeah,
bro, teaser, helmet down.
on top of Gary acting his brother into a gorilla cage.
Yeah. Gary,
It's so silly. They both have ridiculous backstories. Oh man.
it's just like an
Just stay out of my way, actor. And then he like does like the wacky pool shot.
yeah, and it's not even
Oh
like
man.
fluid. It's just like his arm just like
No, it's so awkward. And like that stuff's just woven through.
yeah.
I This is like such a unique movie, man. I don't know that there's ever gonna be anything like it like
No,
ever
no,
again,
it's yeah,
honestly. Like
it's it's such a like moment in the sun. And I love that like it came out when we were kids and this was like something that we got to go see like as young adults. Because this absolutely I feel like shaped a lot of our humor too growing up was this in South Park especially. It was like they just
Yeah,
like
I mean, among
touched
other
on.
things, but yeah, I
Yeah,
thought this movie was hilarious back then.
yeah, yeah. I thought it was hilarious back then. I think it is still hilarious to this day.
Yeah,
I
it's
I
so
I,
funny.
I love when he walks into the Middle Eastern terrorist den for the first time, and it's just like kind of like the Star Wars Cantina band playing like
Yeah,
in the background.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like just shit like that. It's just like it's so good. Yeah, no, they did a bangerang job with this movie. And it still absolutely holds up. Yeah, is there anything we haven't touched on you feel worth mentioning?
Not really. I think we kind of like hit everything I had to talk about.
Yeah, that is all of the big stuff. Now, the big question here, Jim, is does Raj feel the same way?
I don't know.
Which
I
side
don't
of the
necessarily
spectrum?
agree with this, but this is tough. I think I'm gonna put my faith in Raj here.
Okay.
I'm Roger Ebert. Been a scene from the best film of the decade. This is a great film.
Well, Raj would call you a fucking liar.
Oh no, I knew it.
Raj gave this movie, Jim, 1 star
Oh
and wrote,
no.
I wasn't offended by the movie's content so much as by its nihilism. Very critical of the film's sneer at both sides approach, comparing it to a cocky teenager who's had a couple of drinks before the party. They don't have a plan for who they want to offend, only an intention to be as offensive as possible. Yeah, Raj.
I don't know, Raj. At least you weren't talking about politics.
Yeah, yeah, right. At least you weren't thinking about the troops, Raj.
I feel like Raj might have just called us cocky teenagers, dude.
I mean, we were cocky teenagers back then, and whether my enjoyment of this movie heavily relies on a dose of nostalgia or not, fuck you, Rush. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, just like, who cares if people are trying to be as offensive as possible? Sometimes you can just take it in stride. It's okay.
It is true. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to be offended. Like there's not a law
And
against it.
also, so try and be aware of if people are poking fun at you, because, maybe that's something you need to be aware of.
Yeah, yeah, right. Maybe yeah, be a little bit get a little interior right there. Get a little intrusive and deal with yourself a little bit on that one.
It really is amazing how, like, the reactions to both sides of this are so on brand, where, like, the liberal people are just like, man, this is not good. I'm taking my ball and going home. And the other people are like, yeah, this was fucking great. Are we awesome? Like,
They're just running off
it's
singing the
just so
American
on
song.
brand, dude. Like,
What would you do? You
I guess, all right, I do have one more thing here,
okay.
actually.
The
So
songs.
the movie is kind of like penultimate, uh, not penultimate. I always use that word wrong. The
Yeah,
movie's like big monologue is like the repeat of what the drunk guy says at the beginning and like toward the
oh
like
yeah.
middle.
Yep.
Who is the dicks? Who is the pussies? And who is the assholes of today? Because
Oh,
it feels
today.
like the beauty of that philosophy is you can literally just put anybody in any box you want, and then it makes it sound like you're right. Like,
You could ascribe it to anybody. Like you could easily still say that the liberals right now are absolute pussies, just rolling over left and right.
yeah. And it's like, I mean, I know who I think the asshole is. And is the
Yeah,
problem we just don't have enough dicks? Like, is that it? Like,
it's entirely
I don't
possible.
know. But you could also look at it like a completely different way. Like, I guess that's the beauty of it, is that like everybody could like put their own thoughts into it.
Yeah, it's subjective. You really can put your own spin on it.
I say, put your crazy political takes in the comments about who you think each fits each of those roles.
Yeah, let's hear you guys
Nothing is too crazy.
so that we don't have to have a dog in that fight.
Yeah, you'll
And
see
then,
how I feel about freedom of speech. All right.
yeah, and and then we'll sit at home, read them, and laugh at you. No, we wouldn't do that.
No, that's not what I mean. I just like as crazy as you got them. Let's hear them for who you
Let's hear
think
'em.
fits the three roles from the speech in Team America. Who's the dicks? Who's the pussies? Who's the assholes?
Oh yeah, and we will celebrate it all with a 3-hour marathon of just the sex scene for that one guy who was really in on it.
So absurd. It's just it's crazy that that's in a movie. Like, it's literally like hardcore pornography, except it has two puppets in it. So it's totally fine, I guess. It's so funny.
Dude, when he has her up against the wall and he just like falls to his knees, like into her stomach, like I fucking lose it every time.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's so absurd. It's so silly. I love it. All right, Jim. Final rating for Team America: World Police.
I mean, it's got to be a Doctor Dolittle 2 award. It's getting a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm also giving it a 4 out of 5. This still made me laugh just as hard as I did when I was a kid, and I still look on this movie very fondly. So it's wow, it's been a while since we've been across the board together. 4 and a 4 are gonna give us some 8s, and man, oh man, do we have a collection of 8s right here. It's interesting. 8, just man, some stellar movies in the 8s. So this is continuing to be some really good stuff. So our first battle, Jim, Team America or Old School?
Team America.
I'm also taking Team America. Team America or Infernal Affairs?
Team America.
I will also take Team America. Team America or Shrek 2?
Team America.
I will also take Team America. Team America or Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, I think I would take Harry Potter also. I like as much as I love Team America, it's Harry Potter. It just easily.
Dude, those first 2 Harry Potter movies just slap so hard, dude. They're both so good.
All right, so Team America gonna break into the top 25 in the number 24 spot, sandwiched between Harry Potter and Shrek 2. But we'll run through the rest of the 8s just for shits and giggles. Team America or Shaun of the Dead?
Team America.
I would take Team America there. Team America or Collateral?
Collateral.
I would take Collateral also. Team America or Seabiscuit?
Seabiscuit. What are you, crazy?
Seabiscuit.
What do you mean?
I think this is where Team America doesn't really stand a chance anymore. Team America or Troy?
Troy.
Team America or How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh yeah. Team America or Signs?
Signs.
Oh yeah. And then King of the Eights, Team America or A Knight's Tale?
A Knight's Tale. I mean, like, we got the 8s pretty much figured out, I'd say. Those are, like, really in order. And the only one I wasn't sure about was Seabiscuit might have been a little bit higher if I did it today.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the 8s are representing. That is a pretty spectacular lineup there. And I like that collection that we've made. We've very much curated that perfectly. I'm a big fan there. But all right, Jim, I'm very excited to hear it. We've been waiting. What's in store for us next week? What kind of movies do we have on the docket?
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's
figure
let's
out
get
what
this
we're
pulled
doing.
up here.
Now, from what I'm looking at, I see 4 movies. 4 named movies here. I don't want to hear what came out in 97th place. You keep your mouth shut. I'm seeing 4 movies.
Hold on,
here,
I'm getting to
possibly
the
on the
week.
docket. The 1 out of the 4, I think we can easily knock out and just say no, we're not doing that one. And it is a movie from Fine Line Features called Vera Drake.
Uh,
I think
hold on. Let's
just
not rule anything out hastily here.
Ooh,
What was
actually,
it called?
oh boy. So it's Vera Drake. It's a British movie, and it tells the story of a working class woman in London in 1950 who performs illegal abortions.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's
boy.
yeah,
All right,
let's
you know
skip
what?
that one.
Yeah.
Were we
Yeah,
both
great.
on the skip that one bandwagon?
Yeah, I'm very much on the skip that one.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not,
Let's
I'm
skip
not
that
trying
one,
to talk
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, it's I'll keep that to myself.
But so the one confirmed one that we have to do, which is the one that we saw in theaters, is the Ben Affleck classic that is Surviving Christmas.
Okay. And then I would say the first one we do here is Sideways.
I was gonna say, yeah, Sideways is on the board, and I'm assuming the horror movie you were talking about is The Grudge.
Yes. Yeah, The Grudge.
Okay, so
So
we
let's
want.
do those three.
All right, so those are our three
Oh,
on the board.
wait, hold on.
Oh no, stop your
Dude,
scrolling.
hear me out. There's a dark horse here.
Okay, what do you
I
got?
promise you this is a movie you've heard of.
Okay, what do you got?
Down in 45th place, The Machinist.
Ooh.
Eh?
Okay, okay.
Eh?
All right, all right. I see what you're doing there.
I
Okay.
know, I know I've set your expectations very low when I scroll
Yeah.
down into the 40s, but The Machinist, eh?
I would be on board for that. Yeah, absolutely.
I
The
feel like
movie
that's
that kind
next.
of like sends Christian Bale into the stratosphere for sure.
This is a powerhouse Oscars kind of weekend because we got The Machinist. Next, we would do Sideways.
Okay.
Then, all right, Surviving Christmas, okay. And then The Grudge. But it's crazy, like, these are two Oscar movies down here at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that'll be our order then. Machinist, Sideways, Surviving Christmas, Grudge.
Yeah. I can't believe we saw Surviving Christmas, but yeah.
Yes, we did. You, me, and
I
Charlie
literally
saw
do
that.
not remember this movie whatsoever.
Oh, you were there. I remember it. Yeah, that movie was something, and it's gonna be very interesting to go back to it.
Who's
Eh,
in it? It's Ben Affleck,
Ben
you said?
Affleck, Ben Affleck, James Gandolfini, Christina Applegate.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh my god, no
yeah.
way.
Ben Affleck has no one in his life, so he goes home to his like family home that he had as a kid, but obviously new people live there, and it's James Gandolfini with his family, and Ben Affleck pays them to let him hang out with them for Christmas.
Okay. Well, yeah, so all right, fair enough. We'll do that in a few weeks. But next up, we've got The Machinist, the Christian Bale vehicle.
All right, I'm ready. All right, so the Machinist next week. That's I'm in. That's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be fun. What was the last thing you jammed on?
I actually saw Now You See Me, Now You Don't,
Oh yeah, you did. How absurd.
which it was pretty absurd. It really was like what you were saying, where they just leaned into the fact that magicians are superheroes.
Yeah.
And like they even pointed it out at one point. They were like, "You said after Russia, magicians aren't superheroes; they're entertainers." And then it was kind of just like the whole rest of the movie was like, "But actually, they're superheroes."
Right? We're just knocking Interpol agents out with throwing cards. Like,
Right. And like there was one point where he just like threw a book at him like James Franco might have the best short range impact throw in the biz, man. He just like
Dave
really
Franco.
puts his whole body into it.
Dave
Or
Franco.
Dave Franco. Yeah, yeah, Dave Franco.
Relax,
Sorry. Of course,
relax.
Dave Franco. How could I?
The true Franco. Yeah, no, that movie is absurd. How fucking stellar is Rosamund Pike's South African accent in that movie?
It was stellar. You were 100% right. It felt like it just slid into British like a bunch of times, like at the end of sentences, and they just know that we won't know the difference, and it's just kind of like, yeah, you're right. I really don't actually like. If I really listen to it, I think that's what happened, but honestly, I couldn't tell you. Like,
Just stellar, stellar across the board. So
yeah.
glad you're
Also, Justice Smith continuing his run of just like being in every franchise movie ever.
yeah, yeah. He's really just collected all those like Infinity Stones.
From Detective Pikachu into what was the one he was in? He was in Dungeons and Dragons.
He was in one of the Jurassic World movies.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, man is collected. Good on him. I caught this past weekend also this movie called Eternity. I don't know if you've heard of this movie.
I don't
Just
think
came
so.
out. It's with Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, and Halem Turner.
Okay.
Stellar, just fantastic rom-com. So it's about this husband and wife, Miles Teller and Elizabeth Olsen. They're like 80 years old and they both die, and they go to, which is basically purgatory, and it's a place where you figure out what eternity you want to spend like the rest of your like life in. Like they have all these
Okay.
different eternities that you can choose from, and then you go there and that's where you live the rest of your afterlife in. So they get there and you find out that Elizabeth Olsen's first husband, who died in the war, has been there waiting for her this entire time.
Oh,
So now she has to choose between like the love she's had like all this time in like the in life, or the one that got away and she never got a chance to start. So the two of them are just like vying for like her affection and who to spend
but
the
wait,
afterlife with.
how long were they married? Her and the first husband.
They don't really specify a time. It's very short. It's very short lived.
Okay.
If I had to give like an actual length, like it probably like at tops a year.
Right. It's short lived, and then even if it was like a couple of years, she's with the other guy for like 50.
She's with the other guy, yeah, for like 67 years.
Right.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. It it is so fucking good. Like I loved every second of it. It's like it's very funny in its world building of like this purgatory style place where you're trying to pick out your eternities. It's almost like it's like a job fair, but everyone's trying to sell you on their eternity. So like it's just really funny
Huh.
all the different eternities that show up. So like Miles Teller is like sitting in like his hotel room that he has there, and every time he changes the channel on the TV, it's a different advertisement for a different eternity. And one of them pops up, and it's like a cabaret style like bar, and it's some dude being like, "Did you love 1930s Germany, but were upset by all the Nazis? Well, come to our place, 1930s Germany, but with 100% less Nazis." And then like a sticker pops up that just says like Nazi free guarantee. It's just like
That's so silly.
it's so silly.
So it's a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy. Like it does get pretty dramatic later on when like it's like her like figuring out like the difference in like
Oh
the
no.
long lost love against the love you've known for like a long time, and like where you want to like place yourself. So like it does the schmaltzy stuff really well too, but it does have a much more bigger heavy emphasis on comedy.
Yeah. It's the easiest decision of all time.
It is,
Like
but
it's like this is
they do a really
it's
good
so
job.
obvious to me that the other guy's like a horror movie villain. Like that's the best version of this
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
because he's just so obviously in the wrong. Like
yeah,
you should have let this go ages ago,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like,
They do a good job at like playing it up and like actually making it like a difficult decision. I will
yeah,
say
I
though,
guess so.
Miles Teller, like in the opening, it's an 80-year-old dude who then dies, and then when you show up in the afterlife, you take on the body of the age when you were at your happiest. So like it shows up as Miles Teller, but he still has the mind of an 80-year-old, and he plays being like an old man suddenly young again so fucking well. Like it's so
Huh.
funny his mannerisms. Like it's I highly recommend the movie. Like
Yeah.
when you come across it, like it's going to be on streaming soon because it did nothing at the box office. So like I'm assuming they're going to dump it on streaming
Of
like
course
very
it didn't.
quickly.
Yeah.
But definitely worth checking out when you get a shot.
Yeah. Why would I need to think about a moral conundrum for 5 seconds when I'm at the movies?
Yeah.
I need everything to be black and white and to explode.
Yeah, yeah, it's ridiculous that the movie's doing nothing at the box office. It's a shame. But we turn
No,
it
I
over
mean
to
like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it either, but it sounds interesting, I don't know.
yeah. No, it definitely is interesting. It's fun, and it was a good time at the theater. I had a lot of fun with it. And now we turn it over to you people. Go out, check these movies out for yourselves, form your own opinions as always, and join us back next week when we dive into The Machinist. And as always, we'll see you at the movies.